Have you lost money in the stock market? Do you want to learn more about the stock market?
Huh?
You're at the right place because we're going over the basics of what you need to know about the stock market. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the stock market is a marketplace where stocks and bonds are traded, allowing capital to flow from investors to businesses in need of funding. A more modern definition would be to say that the stock market is the transmission of money from 18-year-old's Robinhood account to some wealthy bank halfway across the world. Now this is all rather wasteful, as it would be better to just directly send them the money and to stop wasting everybody's time. To make money in the stock market, we need to know what the stock market can actually do. Now, the stock market has three outcomes. It can either go up, down, or sideways. A good indicator of which direction it will go is to see what positions you have and predict the exact opposite happening. Stocks can appreciate in value, which means that they move up. This typically happens to those stocks which your friend recommends or the stocks which you sold the day before.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
A downward movement typically happens when the value of an asset decreases, and a perfect example of this is your portfolio value. Sideways stock movements may look fine to a newbie, but here's the hard truth. If your portfolio is just chilling flat, put on those inflation glasses, because while you're standing still, inflation's sneaking up on you, and it could be screwing you over for 3% a year.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
An important reason to invest in the stock market is inflation. Every year, inflation is eating away 3% of the money in your bank account. Investing in the stock market solves this problem because you won't have any money left for inflation to eat away at. Remember guys, inflation cannot affect your bank account if you've lost all your money in it. To start making money on the stock market, you need to be able to properly analyze it. There are two main philosophies of thinking in finance: fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Fundamental analysis evaluates a company's intrinsic value by examining its financial statements, industry conditions, and economic factors. I studied every financial report, forecasted growth for the next decade, and bought in. But the stock dropped 30% because Elon told Disney CEO,
"Go yourself." Hey, Bob.
Technical analysis studies price charts, patterns, and trading volume to predict future market movements. It's focused on price trends and is commonly used for short-term trading. Now, let's see how good of a technical analysis expert you are. Let's see if you can finish this pattern. Yep, you need to short at point A and B, then go long at point C. Then you can take profit at the top of the Stegosaurus head. It's free money, really. Using technical analysis in your life looks something like this. I found a stock which looks like it's at support, and I just got a $700,000 inheritance, and I want to put it into one of the safest and most undervalued companies I know, Intel. Within 30 minutes, he ended up losing $100,000, and by the next day, he had set $231,000 on fire. To profit in the stock market, you're going to need to use some tools to help you out. An age-old proverb states that a bad worker always blames his tools, and this also applies in trading. A rule of thumb in trading is that your returns are inversely correlated with monitors. The more monitors you have, the quicker you can lose your life savings, in high definition. The more literate amongst you might notice that the returns never turn positive, and this is because we like to keep our expectations as low as our portfolio. A rarely used tool for investing in the stock market is brain cells. Now, brain cells are not a necessity, but some say that they could prove helpful if you want to succeed in the stock market. We don't have conclusive research on this topic yet, but if I were you, I wouldn't worry too much about this one. One of the best tools to learn about the stock market is the book The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. It is widely regarded as the Bible of value investing, teaching timeless principles that emphasize long-term discipline over market speculation. This masterpiece has shaped the investment philosophy of legends like Warren Buffett and continues to be a must-read for serious investors. But let's be honest here, this book has way too many words and not enough rocket emojis for anyone here to care. One of the more new and exciting learning tools about the stock market is r/Wall Street Bets. Here you can watch people gamble away life savings, college loans, and their entire bank accounts on risky out-the-money options expiring the next day. One such example is the user Control the Narrative, who was, and I quote, sufficiently leveraged for his personal risk tolerance. This risk tolerance turned out to be 25x, so a 4% move could have made him lose his entire portfolio. Our personal risk tolerance professional managed to lose $50,000 in just under 2 minutes, and he ended up leaving us with this timeless classic, which he ended up recording live. Other popular learning tools about the stock market are college and university, where some 8-year-old pensioner will talk about treasury bills and their 3% risk-free rate of return. Risk-free, that's the whole point. Do you go to the casino for a 5% return? No, you go all in on black, and if you hit, what do? All in on black again. One place where you should definitely not take any advice from is scam comments. Scam comments are usually accounts with a seemingly normal profile picture and the name and the surname of some random person. The original post and all the likes under it are all part of the scam, and listening to these scams is the only thing riskier than listening to Wall Street Bets. You can realize that the scammer is also mentally challenged like us, because he forgot to remove the quotation marks from what he was supposed to copy and paste. But at least he did not forget the rocket emoji. Poor guy, he's just one of us. Your main competition preventing you from making money in the stock market are hedge funds. Hedge funds are some of the biggest players in the stock market, and they use various strategies like short selling, leverage, or derivatives to generate high returns. Think of hedge funds like the apex predator in the stock market. They pick which companies deserve more capital and which don't. If predators had to be removed from the stock market, it would stop the function. Much like if predators had to be removed from the movie industry. Trading also asks deep philosophical questions such as, is it insider trading if I buy puts on Boeing when the door of the airplane I'm on blows out? This is what life is about, kids. Being on the verge of death and only thinking about using risky financial derivatives in your last dying moments. Completely retarded. A popular quote you've all heard at least 1,000 times from Benjamin Franklin is extremely important. In this world, nothing is certain except death and taxes. But little did Ben know, as degenerates found a loophole. Lose so much money, even the IRS feels bad for you. Remember kids, 99% of traders quit before they lose everything they own, so go make Drew proud.
Are you winning, son?
I just lost our whole house betting on soybean futures, Dad. By the way, McDonald's is currently hiring for a job position tailor-made specifically for traders like you and your unique skill set. Go check it out. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you like and subscribe. I'm Drew, thank you for watching, and see you next time.